You have just landed in Australia, you've got your visa, your accommodation is sorted, your bank account is open. And now comes the question in your mind as an international student, how do I actually get my first job? And trust me, it's not as simple as just uploading a resume to any online platform, maybe like a Seek or Indeed, and hoping to get a call from the interviewer. In this video, I'll be explaining you exactly how you can try to get your first casual job in Australia, what actually works, what does not, and what's the mistakes that people do and how you can solve them. So let's go forward. Hello everyone, this is KapsLock and welcome back to another video. Today we are talking on the playlist that I have made for you, Australian International Student Starter Pack, in which you can learn everything from the scratch the day you land to everything. And I'm filling up this whole playlist with so many videos because you want them in a single playlist, and I'll try to make it for you. But anyway, today we are talking about how you can get your first casual job to get some pennies in your account. So I'll be talking from my own experience, from the market, from students' perspectives, how the understanding of things I will share it with you. So let's start. The first chapter, the truth about finding your first job. Let's talk on this. When I arrived in Australia, I thought finding a job will be so easy, but it's actually not. And I can see there's so many students who are still waiting for this job who have just landed in Australia in this recent July intake. So I had my resume already. I had created accounts on Seek and Indeed. I started applying for online jobs. And honestly, I expected an interview that I will just get within a few days. But nothing happened. No calls, no emails, not even a rejection. Even a rejection took some time. So at that point, I started questioning everything from myself. Is the resume bad? Is my English not good enough? Are there no jobs just available in those particular areas which I was applying? But after talking to hundreds of students over years, I would say, and I realized something, that the biggest problem is not about Australia does not have jobs. No, the biggest problem is just most students don't understand how employers hire. Think about it from employer's perspective. If you're hiring one casual staff, you receive over 100 applications. Who would you call first? Someone who has already worked in Australia, or someone who arrived last week with no local experience? Obviously, your answer will be the first option. And same as with most employers, they will choose the first option. Not because they don't want international students, no. Because hiring someone with Australian experience feels like less of a risk, and that's why your first job is always the hardest, because you don't have that experience. That's why they don't hire you. Simple. Once you get that first Australian job experience on your resume, then everything starts getting easy. So your second job becomes easier, your confidence grows, you start building your local references. And here's the mindset I want you to remember through this video, that don't focus on getting your dream job at the first place. Focus on getting your first Australian work experience at the first place. That's the one decision can actually change your career journey completely. So another chapter is, where should you actually apply? That's the point. Usually one mistake I see all the time is students are expecting to get jobs and relying on just one platform, usually Seek. Okay, so they upload one resume, right, apply to new jobs, and spend the next week refreshing their Gmail inboxes and expecting a fortunate reply, not an unfortunate reply. That's not a strategy. The more places you are visible, the better chances you have to get a job. Start with the major websites like Seek, Indeed, and Jora. These three platforms can be a part of your daily routine, being honest. Then you can move on to LinkedIn. Many retail stores, customer service companies, corporate casual roles advertise there. And also visit companies' career pages directly. For example, if you go to Meyer, search in the careers option, then you can apply. Go to Apple, search. Go to BWS, search. You go to Woolies, search. Go to Wow Careers, search. That's how you would do. In the bottom section, they always have the career section. Big brands like supermarkets, retail chains, fast food restaurants often hire through their own websites before they post their jobs anywhere else. And there's one also thing students usually ignore, that is walk-ins. You know what? Smaller cafes, restaurants, local retail stores don't always advertise online. Sometimes they're hiring immediately. So sometimes they've just lost a staff member the same morning. So if you walk in the right time, you never know. Right time, right place. That's the strategy of the life. With a friendly attitude, come on board, a printed resume in your hand. You might be remembered when a vacancy appears. And yes, don't just walk in during lunch or dinner time. Visit during quiet hours, introduce yourself politely, and ask if they are currently hiring or no. Another powerful method is referrals. Okay, Australia runs on referrals, that I can say yes. Talk to your classmates, talk to your seniors, talk to your housemates. The more people who know that you're looking for work, the higher your chances of hearing better opportunities before they are even advertised. Simple logic. And one more thing, don't become too selective. Whether it's hospitality, supermarket, retail, warehouses, customer service, every role gives you something valuable. So just put your foot in the door, get your work experience, Australian work experience. That's what employers actually want to see. Simple. Now, why your resume is not getting calls? Let's talk on this. If you have applied for dozens of roles and nobody has contacted you, before blaming the job market, let's retrospect in the method that we are doing. Take another closer look at your resume. One of the biggest mistakes international students right now, I can say, they make is using the same exact resume for all the jobs that they apply. Australia does not reward generic resumes. It rewards relevant resumes, relevant to the job responsibilities that was posted or advertised. If you're applying for a cafe role, the employer is not interested on a university assignment that you completed on time. No. Rather, they want to know that are you okay to work under pressure? Communicate with customers and work well in retail, especially in the team environment. If you're applying for warehouse job roles, they will care more about physical work, reliability, attention to detail. So I would say spend 10 minutes extra before every application that you submit. Read the job description, identify the skills they're asking for, then update your resume to match those requirements. It sounds so simple, but it actually can dramatically improve your chances of getting shortlisted. And please don't lie. Don't invent your experience. Don't add fake references. Australia has a much smaller professional network that you might think of. So if you're honest, willing to learn, show the right attitude, employers are often happy to train you from the scratch. Skills can be taught, trust cannot be built. So in real life scenario, what actually works? What actually helped me and so many other students to get their first job was consistency, not motivation, consistency. Treat your job search like it's a part-time job. Set yourself a daily target. For example, apply for 10 quality jobs, not 100 at a time, 10 quality jobs. Visit 2 local businesses, connect with 1 new person, follow up on 1 previous application, and repeat that every day. Make a schedule. The students who keep showing up are usually the ones who actually get hired. Timing also matters, yes. So if you're visiting cafes or restaurants during their quiet hours, managers are much more likely to talk to you. Availability is also another factor that many students usually overlook. Casual employers value the flexibility. If you're available on weekdays, evenings, and weekends, you'll naturally have more chances to get hired on that particular job role that's casually available than someone who's only available for a few hours each week. And finally, network. Many casual jobs are never publicly advertised. Sometimes all it takes is just to say, hey, I know someone who's looking for work. Simple. That line, that recommendation actually puts you ahead of thousands or hundreds of the online applications. Never underestimate the power of simply talking to the people. That's actually really powerful. So you got an interview. Now what? Congratulations. Getting an interview is actually a step closer to getting a job. And yeah, getting the interview often is the hardest part, as I mentioned. But now your job is to make the first good impression. For casual job roles, employers are not expecting the perfection. They're asking themselves for 4 basic different questions. First, will this person show on time? So make sure to go on time. Second, can they communicate properly? Third, are they reliable? And fourth, will they fit into the team? So what you can do on the other hand is be yourself. Keep your answers simple. Explain what you're studying and why you're looking for work and why you have interest in that particular job. Be honest with your availability. Please be honest. Don't promise the shifts that you can't even work on. If you are offered a trial shift, understand what's expected. Short paid trials shifts are common in Australia. But if someone expects you to work the full day or multiple shifts, that's a red flag. And finally, obviously, as I said, arrive 10 minutes early from the interview, dress neatly, smile, be polite to everyone you meet. They actually start judging you the time you enter the room. You don't even know it, but yes, they do. And the person who's actually greeting you at the front of the desk gives feedback to the manager. So small things create the lasting impressions. So in conclusion, finding your first job in Australia is not easy, I agree. And someone who tells you otherwise is actually just giving you wrong picture. Some students can get hired in a week. Yes, it's true. Some can take months. It's true. Both are completely normal. What matters is you just don't stop. Keep improving your resume. Keep applying consistently the way I told you. Talk to people. Stay open to different opportunities. Because once you get your first opportunity, the next opportunity will be easier. So keep working hard. You will get there. and network. Yes. Well, anyway, talking on that, for network part, I have recently launched something which is named as Studexo. Studexo, it's if you're already in Melbourne, it's for you. Studexo is more like an event where it's just $5-10, nothing much, but you can talk to the people, you can get guidance from the people in real life, and then you can connect to them, and then you can present yourself in real life. They're like speakers and you're the audience, and you can ask questions. Topics can be finance, legal rights, immigration, jobs, careers, universities, so many things. If you're coming to Melbourne, especially, that's something that I have launched. Make sure to come. I will meet you as well in those events personally. Link is in description, and my links are in description as well. And the next topic that you want me to make in this particular playlist, let me know in the comment section. I'll make the video. This is KapsLock signing off. Follow me everywhere, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.